Selected automatically. I mean, I send.
I don't want you to I don't want you to be slaughtered in the court of public approval, but the government should get after your ass. We know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think AI Pack is coming for your ass, Scotty. You know.
We
They
gotta cut it out. We gotta cut this stuff out with Scott. Like, after I've experienced this kind of gaslighting, just recently, I understand how much it hurts.
He didn't condemn Hamas. He's a terrorist sympathizer.
Yo,
no gaslighting here.
we talked about this briefly, but Gen Z did discover Osama's writings and realized that he's a bit of a genius.
God, that was cringe. That was one of the cringiest moments of the year. I'm glad.
What would be the converse of like Hamas in the hospitals though? Were the IDF hiding out those
hiding in like an ivory tower, like literally.
At the music festival, right? They were there.
Well, every Israeli citizen is guilty of the crimes against Palestine.
Of being in the IDF, right?
Yeah, and they were conscripted at some point, so they had to have been in the IDF. So they're indistinguishable too. They're not civilians. They're former IDF or.
I'm pretty sure once you're retired, you're a civilian again. Thank you for your service, Lonnery, but I don't think you are a veteran, or you're a veteran, but not a combatant anymore.
It sounds like it's just two band of thugs, just going after it.
Yeah. Story of the Middle East for the last 2,000 years. Its entire history, actually.
Except, there's a lot of dead babies. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, man.
Justified? I don't know.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump those numbers up.
It was a lot. I saw the picture. There's like 8 of them, bro. There was probably more. I didn't look that closely. And then what about these hostages? Are we getting the hostages? I don't think so.
I think the ceasefire ended. They're back at it.
You just like call it, right? Like, who cares about?
But Hamas's excuse for why they wouldn't release more and ones that they previously agreed to was that, oh well, we gave them to a rival faction that doesn't actually like us, and they're not giving up the hostages. Like they're somewhere we don't know, which means they're probably dead already, which is not surprising and typical of their repulsive terrorist nature and why they should be eradicated. Like well, I'm not gonna say vermin.
I was gonna say vermin. I'm glad you also decided to say it, despite saying that you didn't want to say it.
I was reading more about it.
Oh my god.
I was reading more about it, and like even Hamas wasn't as extreme as they are now, right? Like there was things that happened that brought them to this point. And I think like in the end, there's not such a big difference to me.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Beyond all the gay shit and the cultural shit, like everyone will say, "Oh, you can't be gay in Palestine or whatever." Therefore, this side is right, that side's right. I think they're both like
they're both criminal terrorist organizations, like totally.
They're both terrorist factions, and then really Israel's doing it bigger. A lot more.
Okay, you know what? I'll be right back. I need a clip of this disruptor without y'all talking about fucking Israel in the background.